going on, dudes? It's your dude, Jamie Dude, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Picking up where we left off, we came back to Inazuma to do some special event quest, which is called the Enchanted Tales of the Mikawa Festival. We also did a bit of Raiden Shogun's quest as well, because her quest is being involved of our completion to this special event, because it's in the way, so we have to complete it as best we can. So we came up to Yaimiko to discuss about how Raiden Shogun is feeling.
But I think this is pushing it.
And because we found out that she's not been doing too good, and there's been rumors about a storm that has been affecting them for that special event. So we have gone through the quest to go through it. There's more to do involved in those two quests, but first I want to quickly show you guys something, because I looked through my mail today, and there was a special mail I got from Her Excellency Saganomiya Kokomi. She says Narukami Island is holding the Mikawa Flower Festival, and as you know, I've been involved in creating some games for it. It's a chance for the people of Watsusumi Island to enjoy a grand celebration with both humans and yokai, while also exploring the feasibility of using games as a direction for Watsusumi Island's tourism, focusing on both the present and the future. This festival is a great opportunity for Watsusumi Island to connect with the outside world, so it's only natural that I've been putting in more effort. The creative process has been more exhausting than I expected, with endless meetings draining my energy. But then, during a casual chat, Gobu Koban brought up that chase game you two played, shouting, "Yellow Fur, catch me if you can." Just picturing it made me laugh and lifted my spirits. Would you be up for playing it again? I've prepared some directives, tweaked the rules a bit, and added some fun twists, not to compete, but to make our time together even more enjoyable. What do you say? As much as I would love to do so, I don't think the creators would create something like that in their mails into the game. So unfortunately, it's not going to happen. But what I can do is go visit Kokomi in her little special story anchoress, because there was another update about some characters involving an anchoress quest. So let's head over there and check her out and see what she's up to. Ah, there she is. I was wondering whereabouts she was, but let's quickly talk to her. Is she sleeping? Kokomi appears to have fallen asleep. Piles of documents line the table. Going through them must have expended a great deal of her energy. This is a rare moment for her. Best not to wake her up. You wait for a while more. You unconsciously glance at the notebook that has fallen open on the table. Elegant writing catches your eye. Traveler hasn't visited Watsusumi Island in a while. Energy 3. Perhaps we should find a moment when she's free to swing by and have a chat. Huh. I guess. Oh! And then she disappears. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the anecdote. I don't know actually how to say it, but that's what I've been talking about from last episode as well. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if she's at the spot where she's normally at, so maybe that could be it. No, I don't think so. But yeah, the fact that she pointed out about games playing that they play in Inazuma, it's actually what we're setting up as well in the special event, because we went to see Iroi at his shrine and meet up with his 3 cub friends. Can't remember their names, but now they're in the city doing stuff. So let's quickly head over there and see where they're at. So they've completely spread it out to different locations, probably because to visit certain humans, as was pointed out from last episode.
Yobu Koban, what are you doing? Spying on great yokai. Great yokai whisper about something with humans.
A great yokai?
So, what do you think? Are you interested in our proposal?
There's Kokomi again, and that's Goro right next to her. Yeah, this is the disappointment. The voice lines do not appear in this special event. so I'll have to read the lines. The idea has a lot of promise, but I'm afraid there are no natural hot springs on Watsasumi Island, and the cost of heating them artificially is a bit too...
1 second, I believe someone's listening. Hello over there? You're more than welcome to join, but a face-to-face conversation is more appropriate, don't you think?
Great yokai found us!
Yep, she sure did.
It's just us!
Hi. Good to see you guys again. Traveler, Paimon.
There's no need to be nervous, you two. It's not like I think you're corporate spies.
So this is the new character, Mizuki, a clinical psychologist and one of Inazuma's Yumekui Baku, known for their ability to feast on human nightmares. Her investment led to the opening of the Aiza Bathhouse, an Inazuman indoor hot spring where guests can unwind with a unique combination of relaxing baths and delicious cuisine, as well as professional psychotherapy services. Oh jeez. If something's been on your mind, you should consider confiding in Mizuki. She will do her best to drive away those nightmares.
As for you, it's been a while since I've met one of your kind. What's your name? Is Ioroi doing well? Huh?
She seems a bit scary.
Oh, this is Kyobu Koban. It's his first time visiting a city, so he's a bit shy around strangers.
As for Iroi...
So, still sealed in that statue then. I suppose it can't be helped.
Huh, she knows about him very well.
Nice to meet you, Gyobu Koban. My name is Yume Mizuki. I'm a Yumekui Baku. We're yokai, just like you.
Great yokai is surprisingly friendly?
Looks like he was scared that, as a great yokai, you were going to do something terrible to him for interrupting our secret meeting. So, it was actually a secret meeting? Not exactly, no. We were discussing the potential of opening a new branch of the Aiza Bathhouse on Watsasumi Island.
Oh, Aiza Bathhouse is expanding to Watatsumi Island?
Okay, that sounds interesting. Well, tourism is one of the areas we're hoping to expand. We've been discussing the possibility with Miss Mizuki for quite some time. Still, given the lack of natural springs on Watsasumi Island, we're looking at high operating costs, and if it's not different enough from the main branch, I worry about its ability to draw in customers.
All valid points. We do need to differentiate the brand. We could place a greater emphasis on physiotherapy, or add some popular activities, such as carefully designed games.
Games?
Yeah, that's what we were discussing last episode too.
Games? In a bathhouse?
Wait, what? I don't like where this is going.
Of course. Games are often used in psychological treatment to put patients at ease. Anyway, the topic of games really seemed to pique your interest. Is there something going on?
Allow me to explain. You briefly explained the situation to everyone. I see. A new kind of Mikawa Flower Festival. Miss Fried Tofu with all the frills is as ingenious as ever. See, that's what Kokumi was talking about in her mail as well that I received.
Miko. I knew I smelled scheming in the air.
Oh, that lady again? Well, there's a lot of work to do on Watsasumi Island, so we probably don't have time for something like that, right, Your Excellency? I do think there's potential in turning Watsasumi Island into a tourist destination. We could use the festival as a proof of concept and establish a partnership with Miss Mizuki. If people are drawn to our game, that would mean a lot of positive publicity, which would benefit us in the long term. But aren't Aiza Bathhouse and Yai Publishing House business rivals?
Rivalries aside, I have no qualm using Yai Publishing House's resources to our advantage. Besides, if I remember correctly, you have a connection to Yai Publishing House as well, don't you, General Goro? You work on the That's Life column.
Oh, well, yes I do.
If our venture is to focus on games, then as future business partners, I'm sure you would appreciate an opportunity to see what I can do.
An astute observation, Miss Mizuki. Well, shall we? Getting down to business is often the quickest way to bring people together, after all.
Agreed. Then why don't we discuss some of the finer details before the festival begins?
Oh, but, alright then. I guess I should... Actually, girl, I was hoping you might attend to the business on Watsumi Island in the meantime. Just as you said, there is quite a bit to be done. Huh? She's giving you a way to avoid Miko. Of course! In addition, I'd like you to encourage the people of Watsumi Island to attend the festival. It's a celebration for humans and yokai alike. So that includes our people as well. This should be an occasion that brings people together. Understood. Leave it to me, Your Excellency. Well, we took care of one area of the Bake Tanuki. I think that's how you say it. Can't remember.
White fur! Yellow fur! Over here! Kichiboshi found big sleepy tanuki!
Hate to break it to you, Kichibushi, but...
Hey! I'm a Muchina, not a tanuki! Oh, Muchina yokai that can turn into tanuki?
No.
No, wait. I'm not a Muchina or a tanuki. I'm Sayu.
It's Sayu.
Tanuki, Muchina, Sayu. So many transformations! Sayu is yokai?
She's a ninja, not a yokai.
I don't transform at all. I've been a human this whole time. Who is this guy anyway? Popping up out of nowhere right when I found a spot to sleep? Sorry, this is probably the first time Kichiboshi has ever seen a ninja.
Ah, the big Tanuki and the great Mujina yokai are facing off. The rumors around Hanamizaka were true.
Not this again. It's just Sayu.
And that's Yoimiya. Oh, no yokai, huh? My bad, Sayu. I rushed over here as soon as I heard the rumors. Guess I got a bit carried away.
And there goes my nap. Silly humans, much to learn.
Whoa, hold on. Is this guy a real yokai? His name is Kichibushi. Well, hello there, Kichibushi.
This human, really warm.
Warm? Warm personality-wise, I'm guessing. Oh, well, what brings you to Inazuma City, Kichibushi? We don't often get Bake Tanuki around these parts.
Boy, where do we begin?
You briefly explained the situation to Yoimiya. Ah, I see. You're recruiting people to develop games for the Mikawa Flower Festival. You interested? Well, duh. Come on, Sayu, let's do it together.
Right when I was trying to run.
Poor Sayu.
About that, I'm pretty busy. Practicing ninjutsu and such.
Oh, I heard the Bake Tanuki are great at ninjutsu. Rumors has it, with a single thought, they can grow taller than a house. Is that true, Kichibushi?
Taller than a house? I've never heard of a ninjutsu like that. It's not ninjutsu. It's Bake Tanuki art. We don't grow taller than a house. See? I knew it wouldn't be that easy. We grow taller than mountain. Eh?
Sayu?
Sorry. Just thinking about something Sensei always said. You can't just focus on drills, Sayu. You need to push the limits of what you know about ninjutsu.
Well, this is as good as an opportunity as any.
I guess. Farm beans, success? Alright, let's go discuss this ninjutsu. No, this Bake Tanuki art of transformation. The one you're going to use for the festival.
Yes, I've always wanted to go to a festival with you, Sayu. Let's go to my place to brainstorm. We can even set off some fireworks when we're done.
I'll pass on the fireworks. They're terrible for my sleep.
Gotta love it. And one more to rally up the 3.
Yeah.
And here he is. There's Toma. And Ito, I believe his name. Wait, you're saying he's not one of Ushi's friends? Whoa, pump the brakes. I thought he was your friend. So yeah, that's Arataki Ito. Make way, people. Arataki Ito, head of Hanamizaka's Arataki gang, rolling up, right up. Behold, these awesome horns, the suave smile, and the rich, velvety voice. That's the leader of the Arataki gang for you. Whether spinning tops, kendama, bug fighting, or cards, all the kids' games. Well, either way, Arataki Ito knows them all. Yep, he knows it all. How's that? Cool, huh? So, wanna join the crew? Okay, a great way to introduce him.
Longhorned Oni and Shorthorned Oni.
He talks.
Shosei, there you are. White fur, yellow fur. Shosei found white fur and yellow fur number 2. Both great yokai. Both like to play.
Okay. Great yokai. So he thinks I'm an Oni, too. What's going on? Listen, I was just playing some genius invocation with my good bro Tama during this time off. And then, out of the blue, this Shosei appeared right in the middle of our match.
Shosei loves to play. Longhorn and Shorthorn Oni also love to play. We taste the same.
We what now? I can explain. You briefly explained the situation to Ito and Toma. Oh ho, the Mikawa Flower Festival. Should've opened with that, compadre. Man, the Arataki game really hard carried the last one. We'll turn this one into something special too.
Hitotsumi Kozo and the others did all the work, bullchucker. You're really lumping them in with your gang?
What? I've not heard anything from these trio. It's called doing them a favor. Besides, they look up to me. I'm like a cool older brother.
Hitotsumi Kozo and his friends did come up with the Akitsu Yuge game during the last festival. There's no reason not to invite them this time.
True. Ooh, the crew's getting back together. I'll round them up. Technically, I'm on vacation, but I'm happy to assist the Yashiro Commission with the festival. That's what I like to hear. Alright, let's round out those 3 little fellas and start working on the almighty Arataki great and glorious Akitsu Yuge game. Not so fast. Kuki Shinobu.
Hornless Oni?
We have an advertising job to finish, remember, boss? Deputy of the Arataki gang, legal consultant, expert chef, expert tailor, Kuki Shinobu. The many qualifications Shinobu has passed exams for, big and small, are printed on the face of her name card, and her fields of expertise are many indeed. Please contact me at Hanamizaka if the gang's members do anything cautious, and the matter will be fixed within 3 days. You can see the emotion behind these words in the way they were written on the back in a hand so strong that you can see their outlines on the card's front face. You can't help but wonder if it is matters or people that are going to get fixed. Huh? We do? Reshoots, follow-up work. There's still a mountain of things to do. Oh, well, Look at Toma here. Kind enough to help with the festival even during his vacation. I would think the boss of the Arataki game would show even more dedication to his work, but you know, that's just me. Looks like your time is spoken for, my friend. Wrap up what you need to do, and we can finish our match at the festival. Best of both worlds. Alright, those errands are a piece of cake. I'll be back in no time. Oh, but first, I should introduce you to Kozo and the others. Then you can head to the festival without me. Then let's get a move on. Now you're standing here talking about it. Go make those introductions. We have stuff to do. Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. I'm sure we'll see you later. That's alright. we will see them another time.
Hornless Oni? Oh, so scary.
She's not that scary.
Okay, that should be enough teams. Time to report back to the Yashiro Commission.
Right, but first, I want to quickly visit Yamiko at the Shikaku because there's something we need to discuss about
The
Raiden
Almighty
Shogun.
Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, come on. Can we visit her at least once?
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves. Guji Ei is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the Almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is authentic.
Feel free to check with Miko.
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way.
Thank you, Takashi.
Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Got it.
Look how she's pacing back and forth.
There she
Don't
is.
you think she looks a little anxious?
She does look a bit anxious, but also looks discomforting to her. She seems very, she seems very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very
How
very
did you get in?
focused. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, right.
Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
No, we've got an explanation.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
Is everything okay?
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Do puppets really need rest and relaxation?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
Paimon's right.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this.
Everyone's worried and wants to see you.
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
Why, though?
What do you mean by that?
Something's not right with her.
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
But
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
are you sick?
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while.
Eh?
The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
What? Okay. Alright, so we're in her mind now, so we get to speak to A directly.
That was terrifying. Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
Huh, it's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions.
What functions?
Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
So that's what she meant by forbidden.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
You are so strict with yourself.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
That explains why we was seeing lots of thunderstorms and rumors about it.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
Right. You and Paimon tell A about the storm and the chaos.
I
This is Terry of
see.
the mission.
So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix
Closer?
it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
So, wait. Seems a little arbitrary.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Any progress on your thoughts about eternity?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions.
Contradictions?
But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
It seems like she's bit of on edge, like trying to keep herself relaxed and stuff, while her other form is like putting in the disables that they did and causing bit of trouble. So I think what we can do for you, Raiden, is to come with us and get a change of pace.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest.
Right.
And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia?
Yeah, it might do everyone some good.
Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right then. I'll come out for a while.
Cool.
Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
Okay.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Right.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go!
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town.
All right then. Let me just check where the liveliest place in town is. Oh, right in the center of Inazuma City, of course.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
Hey, that's the lady we met when we were with Ayaka when she gave us a tour around Inazuma City.
It's the Shogun.
Ogura Mio, that's her name.
What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Not frightened. Surprise them.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
It seems like a bit of an overreaction.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
I see.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
She's got a point, Paimon.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about.
Don't worry. We'll be fine with them.
Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic.
Hypnotic?
Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Oh, let's just say we also don't
Anyway.
have any more.
People seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
This is pretty good scene here.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shall we go check it out? Anyways, I was gonna say, like, that was a pretty good scene of me walking beside Raiden, with our faces to the camera. Well, it was fun while it lasted.
What's the Shogun doing here?
We can explain, Tomoki.
What am I supposed to do in this situation? I'm so nervous.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Shogun, excuse me.
What's going on? Oh, no. Don't do it. Oh, jeez. That's why. My game just, stopped, just froze for a second, and I realized someone was trying to join my quest.
It's all right.
I
Relax.
forgot to turn that
I'm
off
just here
again.
to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Oh, I would love some milk.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
What? What are you talking about, Paimon?
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty.
Oh, nice. Then I'll take on your specialty.
You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk.
I see.
The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Of course. We'll gladly try it.
Nice. It's sweet.
Yeah, very
The
sweet.
sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
And obviously with the milk in it, makes the drink so delicious.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
Eh, kind of. Like a
It's
smoothie.
a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only
Orange is
superficial.
close as well. I was thinking more smoothie.
Anyway,
Or
I
milkshake.
like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. Even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the Almighty Shogun has unusual taste. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door to door delivering them.
No, Almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk.
So you like sweet things?
Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees
That's
with me
true.
on this.
Yeah, of course. I would definitely agree with that.
There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time.
Absolutely.
By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Ei Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels.
Is that so?
She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure.
Sure, let's go and have a look.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Ei Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
Right.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Ei Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Yeah, don't be nervous.
Well... Okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers.
Okay.
There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I just finished compiling
This
them into
novel
a
is
saleable
amazing.
form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then.
Alright then.
Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
Sounds like a typical manga right there.
It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Yeah, it's a story made up.
Narrative device.
It's imaginary.
So it's made up? what's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that Hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting Hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Well...
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Too modern, I guess.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
I'm sure they are too.
Alright, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a pretty tough job.
Life made me a fighter when I just want to be a writer. The book is a martial arts story set in Leeway, focusing on fighting between different gangs. The protagonist aspires only to become a humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of gang strife because of an unparalleled martial arts ability. The selling point of this story is that the protagonist never joins any faction, but is constantly consumed to be the reclusive master of one faction or another. The martial arts pros who see the protagonist as their enemy are always making a scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of all this, all the while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
I have no idea, Paimon.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
It's all about the journey.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
Maybe. Alright, read Daily Life from History. The chaotic epic that is the tale of my youthful love life. This book is about the love stories between a very mediocre man and 7 beautiful women. It is a chronological account of the protagonist's daily life, featuring many amusing anecdotes. The writing is solid, the prose is elegant, and the author brilliantly brings out the unique charm of each character in the story. But the story stops at a crucial moment when the main character's childhood sweetheart is just about to confess their love to him.
The suspense is killing Paimon!
That story kind of sounds like the typical Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs story, except it is gender swapped. So it's like the prince and the seven women witches, maybe. I don't know the characters the woman would be, and the main princess would be the one who rescues the prince.
Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
I hope she finds happiness.
Yeah, she has so much love to give. She deserves it. The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
That's probably a tough one on that one, Paimon. Shogun Almighty, reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. This is a story about Raiden Shogun. In this book, the protagonist is struck by lightning beneath a thunder sakura and wakes up to discover that he has become the Raiden Shogun. Prior to this event, the protagonist is a nobody who gets bullied by everyone, but after becoming the Raiden Shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this one probably lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence, and in the protagonist's inner journey to finally breaking free from their low self-esteem. But it's hard to see how the story would develop after the protagonist literally becomes the Raiden Shogun.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
But it doesn't paint the Shogun in a bad light.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
That'd probably be amusing to watch.
That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Right.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Yep. We have the martial arts story. Your related story of life made me a fighter when I just wanted to be a writer.
Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist.
Right.
What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved. End of story.
Okay.
Ei doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all.
Right.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content
Oh,
itself,
I thought it was gonna be
but
like
what they
going through each
represent
story.
in terms of the effects of
before
time
continuing.
upon Inazuma.
Never mind.
Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plain of Euthymia, there was no Yae publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
It's human nature to seek. Actually, let me read this. Change is inevitable.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
Don't mention it.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Of course. Well, why don't we take a photo?
Ooh, great idea! Ei's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Well, we'll show you that'll make perfect sense.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose?
The photo is a visual representation.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right? The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
Let's try relaxed and casual.
Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural.
Yep, that works.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
Right. Pick a good spot to take a picture. That should work. Camera has been adjusted to the correct angle. And actually, no, I shouldn't make it too high. Yeah, I want to take a photo of her with the mountains in the background. And bam! Now that is a great photo. Click.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
It's just a record.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
Well, now you know.
That's what makes it so special.
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Okay, her question makes it more difficult to answer, but...
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
Oh, god damn it, Paimon. Really had to put the pressure on me. Let's see. It's a little bit like you and the Shogun.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
So your existence isn't singular.
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
Right.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
If I had to split it two sides, Inazuma will always be Inazuma.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
Right.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened.
Right again.
Perhaps... Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out.
Yep, same here.
And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Right again.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh,
I
that
have no
sounded
idea.
like Ippei. What could be the
Ippei?
matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Right. But however, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys, because I'm out of time, since I've got other stuff to do later on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow. If you guys like these videos, make sure you hit that like button. If you guys have any other suggestions, make sure you leave a comment down below. Next episode, we're going to go check out, see what's going on with Ippei down there with Raiden Shogun. And also, we'll continue with the other quests here in Inazuma with the Aiza bathhouse going on as well. But hopefully, we'll also get everybody else brought in or like recruit more, get more recruits to set up the games we're preparing for the yokais, and we'll see what fun will awaits us then. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.